keep it short and simple, the best keycard on labs is black, and it isn't even close. Black keycard is the most easily obtainable keycard, either through buying it off the flea market for around 4 million rubles, or getting it through Colleagues Part 3. Sure, black keycard might be the most contested keycard on labs, but winning the fight and getting that high chance of finding athletics is definitely worth it. Even though black keycard is still the best keycard, some of the other keycards are still pretty good. In this video, I'm going to show you all the spawns in every keycard room, so you can decide if buying or selling these keycards are worth it for you. Let's begin. If you were going to buy any keycard, it should be black. Black is by far the best keycard. You can open up from this side or this side right here. All this glass you can shoot through, so be careful. It doesn't do as much damage, so it may take a little more bullets, but just be wary of that. You can also open up this double door to come in. But this room is extremely cheap for a keycard. It's 4 million right now on the flea. You can also get it from Colleagues Part 3, but if that quest is a hassle, just buy it. It's not a big deal. You can always sell it if you get it. You want to check all these chairs, and the floor spawns right next to them. There's a ton of Letic spawns and stimulant spawns in here. You will definitely get samples done running this key. Just make sure you're checking all the corners, that med case right there. Right in between these two racks. More chair spawns, chair spawn, ground spawn, stretcher in the ground in front of it. You'll open up this middle room. I already opened it. You'll check on top of the stretcher, the ground next to it, and that's basically it. Definitely the best key card all around. Super cheap, super good. You'll make a ton of money, but it's also the most contested of all the key cards, so just be careful. Next up, we got Violet keycard. You're gonna want to check up and down these shelves. You got a bug Bitcoin spawn right here. You can spawn inside of the bottom shelf. Got a dynamic loot spawn right here. I found my Letics here for Crisis. You can find some valuable spawns like roosters, horses, up on these two areas right here. Right here you can find a dynamic loot spawn or weapon spawn. There's like a shrimp attachment right there. Up and down the shelf you can also find more weapon attachments. Green box right here, and there. Those spawn red rebels and tigers. Another dynamic loot spawn right there, and with the lion. On the shelf, on the desk right here, you can find weapon attachments. Same thing with this. Another shelf, a bunch of weapon attachments again. Open up this little shelf. Find some other loot spawns. I think like gold chains and horses can spawn here too. And then the SGC-10s, wireless transmitters, coftons, whatever you want to call them, they can spawn in here. I haven't seen one at all, but I've heard that they can spawn here, and I've seen screenshots. So this key's about 8 million. It's a pretty solid key. I'd pick it up if you've got some extra money and you're going labs a lot. It's definitely a pretty solid key for how much it is. I'd recommend picking it up over blue or red, especially because those keys are just not good at all. Next up is yellow keycard. Yellow keycard's a little more expensive than it used to be. It used to be pretty cheap, like 400k-ish. But they ended up buffing it a little bit ago, where you can find better spawns. Like I found a GPU here my first time buying it after the buff. So you're gonna want to check the table. You can find a lot of weapon parts commonly on there. I think you can find them on here as well. I'm not sure. You got a computer. You can flip the switch and it'll turn off the announcements for the switch over there for parking garage. This chair right here and this bench right here. So this chair, and this bench are the big spawns you want to check. You'll find GPUs and like I've seen Ravens, other things on there. It's a pretty good room, pretty solid. You'll most of the time make a decent bit of money off this room. It's not as RNG as some other rooms like red or blue, but it's pretty solid. I'd pick it up. It's not super expensive. I think it's like 8 million. But I mean, at that point, I think I'd buy Violet keycard over this. So up to you. You can also leave these filing cabinets in. There's a little locker right here. I don't think I've ever touched them. Don't see a reason to really if you're going labs. There's definitely better loot out there. I wouldn't waste your time checking filing cabinets though. Green room has some pretty good loot too. This key is pretty expensive, but you want to check the spawns in this front area. You can open up both these doors right here. Check all along the shelves and the tables. I think on these boxes right here you can find some stuff too. Very important spawn. Black keycard can spawn right here. You can also, if you don't have the keycard, you can jump up on these plants and look inside. Or if you just want to see beforehand, you can do that. You just want to check on the chairs, really all along here. There is an intel spawner here. All along here as well. Check all the sides. On the ground you can find some stuff too, so be careful. Some of the stims might spawn on the ground. They don't always spawn on the table. Right here and right here as well. Sim spawns. It's really just, you always want to check all the sides of the building. Right here especially, this is what when you spawn on the ground, you got some sim spawns, something spawn on the ground right here. Check over in here. There's a LEDX spawn right here. I haven't seen it, but it's spawn right there. Seen it in videos before. Around this corner right here. More sim spawns on this table right here. I don't know about these shells. Not really sure. Same thing over here. Just check the sides. In here, there's a couple of the really valuable dynamic loot spawns, like G-phones, LEDXs, whatever. Right there in that corner, right in front of the trash bin. Right in front of the desk right here. On top of this chair, like a VPX right there. And then I think you can find, I think I've seen a gold skull or like GP coin, Bitcoin here before. I don't remember exactly, it was a little bit ago. Always check this. I'm not sure if LEDXs can spawn here though, so just look out for that. Weapons, weapon parts, whatever, all that kind of stuff on the side. And that's basically it. So just check around all the edges. There's not a lot of ground spawns in here, but sometimes the stims can fall through the platforms and be on the ground. So that's it. Red keycard is pretty fucking ass for how much it is. It's 54 million to get like 4 dynamic loot spawns. One of them I'm not even sure if it actually exists anymore. It's fucking bad. I'd just sell it if you get it. Ammo spawns, right here. Dynamic loot spawn. If only this is online mode. It's tough. Right here and here as well, dynamic loot spawns. This is the one I'm talking about. Not sure if it actually exists or not. I swear I've seen it before, like a really long time ago on videos, but I don't know. Why don't I have the arsenal key? I don't know. But you can open this right here. Check up and down the shelves. You can use this filing cabinet and like spam open the bottom ones, and then just like you can either sideways jump or just jump straight up it to loot the top ones. You can find medical spawns, weapon attachments, lions, Bitcoin, whatever. Some decent stuff in there. And then you've got more attachment spawns up and down these shelves. And you can find like fully stocked M4A1 stop mods right here or right here. It's one of them. You like never see them though, so I'm not sure it's even worth thinking about. But yeah, red is super overrated, way too expensive, and hopefully they buff this room because for how rare this key is and for how much it is just to even grind to get it, it is just so not worth it. So, and lastly we got blue room. Blue, I don't have the key card. It's just a waste of money. I wouldn't even worry about buying it. But if you do have it, black spawn right there. You can check it through this glass if you don't want to go and open up the door. You've got some stim spawns on the outsides. There's a med bag behind that curtain and in there. I think there's only one LEDX spawn in this entire room. It's really just a waste of your money. If you really want to make money off of that key, you should just sell it to therapist. It's not even worth keeping. Right here we got weapon testing. Weapon testing is pretty cheap. I think it's like 80k. And there's some pretty good spawns in here. You can find LEDXs and Bitcoins and roosters and all that kind of stuff. Right here you want to check. And right here, I think those are the only 2 spawns. But you got some other stuff like ammo and the fully stocked M4A1 stop mod that can spawn on there. Some boxes, ammo, like boom, BP or PP or whatever that is. Another weapon box right there. Weapon box right there. You will 100% make your money back on this key. Super good. Definitely pick it up. Right next to weapon testing is managers. While running up here, you can check for green card spawn right there. Yellow key card spawn, I think right next to that computer. You'll unlock this door, walk in here. There's a lot of high value loot spawns like vases, roosters, plushies, Veritas picks, all that kind of stuff just scattered around the room. So just check all the in and outs. You especially want to check beneath the desks. I know sometimes the items can get pushed around. So computer spawn, filing cabinet, weapon box, intel spawn right there, a computer spawn right there, but it's not here right now. Safe, I think right here as well. So I think this key's about 80k. Definitely worth your money. I'd pick it up. Although all this glass is shootable, so you got to make sure you've cleared out the lobby or nobody's around. So be careful while looting this key. Well, that's the end of the guide. Thanks for sticking around if you watched the whole video. I do plan on doing gun videos in the future, so look forward to that. Once again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again.